So a little while ago I shot a video of a 1982 Chevy Camaro Z28 25th Anniversary Edition, which was basically the top of the line 3rd gen F-body you could get in the final year. And today we're looking at something that's similar, but pretty much the opposite. This is a 1991 Pontiac Firebird that is pretty much the most basic you could get. It has a V6 and very few options, but it only has 74,000 miles, and I figured it'd be kind of cool to show off the later end of the 3rd gen F-body Firebirds compared to the earlier 3rd gen Firebirds like the 15th Anniversary Edition that I also have a video of on my channel. And of course I have to give a big shout out to Charlie's Pre-Owned Auto Sales here in Arnold, Missouri for allowing me to film it. You can check out the rest of his inventory in the description below. This car is still pretty neat though. It only has 74,000 original miles on it, and it's in extremely good condition. Finished in a white exterior, leading into a gray cloth interior. As I said, this one is kind of lower spec, so it does have manual locks, windows, as well as mirrors. It's got more of a classic looking dash compared to the Camaro that had a more modern gauge cluster style. And so let's take the key. This car actually does have two different keys. This one's for the doors, and this one's for the ignition. And so, let's fire it up. This one does have the 3.1 liter V6 with a bit of an aftermarket exhaust on it. And so let's shut the door and check out the rest of the interior. Over here on the left of the steering wheel, you do have your headlight controls, gauge dimmer, as well as your turn signal stock, as per normal. Well, this car doesn't have any options. It does have the tilt steering wheel, as well as air conditioning as seen there. Airbag behind the steering wheel, which was new for the 1990 model year. The classic looking gauges, as I said, they're kind of in pods instead of being just a entire gauge cluster pod itself. Looks more like the earlier 3rd gens. Tachometer, fuel gauge, battery voltage, oil pressure, as well as your temperature gauges all over here. As mentioned, you have your climate controls here in the center with AC, aftermarket radio down below that, and the 4-speed automatic shifter, which this car does feature an electronic overdrive. Ashtray up in front here. As well as a small center console here back behind. And the emergency brake here to the right of the shifter. Up top you do get a manually dimming rearview mirror with lights in the bottom, and a visor with a mirror. And so let's shut it off, and we'll check out the outside.
In 1991, the Firebird and the Trans Am featured a slight update, mainly being in the front bumper, which was rounded off a bit. The car had been largely unchanged since its 1982 introduction, with just a few updates here and there throughout the years. The Firebird really does feature a different look from the Camaro of the same years, with its more aerodynamic styling, pop-up headlights, but it still features basically the same body shape.
And don't worry, all the little spots you see on the hood is all stuff from this tree that's right above the car.
And I feel like that, as well as its star role in Knight Rider, really added to its cult following. And even though the Firebird is a lower trim, there's not really much looks-wise you could tell apart from the Trans Am. The most major differences being that the Firebird lacks some body cladding as well as the Trans Am specific wheels. Although in my own personal opinion, these wheels actually fit this car very well, even though they're a little bit more old school looking than the Trans Am's wheels. Other minor changes to the exterior throughout the years includes a different set of brake lights, a slightly more rounded rear bumper, as well as slightly shorter headlights due to the fact that the front bumper changed. When the 3rd generation Firebird and Camaro came out in 1982, they were aimed to be as economical and as light as they possibly could be, in which they definitely succeeded, since the earlier 4-cylinder Firebirds could reach up to 34 miles per gallon. The 3rd generation Firebird was always offered as a coupe, with the option of having T-tops, and a convertible was introduced later down the line.
Of course, this car does feature fully manual seats on both sides, as well as it does feature the original owner's manual, and a good amount of documents as well. To flip the front seat forward, just pull up on this, and pull forward on the seat, and there you go. Not a lot of space back there, but it's to be expected in a car like this. It does have 2 bucket seats, like actual legitimate bucket seats. And we'll go ahead and open the hatch, which is done by a key. Then you just let it up. And there you go. So this car actually does have a big subwoofer box that does go back here, but it's currently not in the car at the moment. It does actually have a pretty deep amount of space down here by the back. It does go up over the rear axle though. Some of your spare tires also there. As I said, the back seat does fold down. Of course, got the third brake light up top. And that's about it. Another thing about this is when we go to close it, it does have very good struts. Slowly let it down, just like that. And it automatically pulls itself the rest of the way down. And so let's pop the hood. As I mentioned, this car does have the 3.1 liter V6. Have a lot of space in front of the engine up here to fit that 5.7 liter in, or 305 depending on what year you got. It does have AC, as I mentioned before, and it's very, very clean under here. And so, shut this. And so thank you all so much for watching this video of the 1991 Pontiac Firebird. Be sure to check out Charlie's info in the description below. And for now, I am out of here. See ya.